Still on the protest, the Nigerian Bar Association granted free legal services to protesters nationwide on Thursday as citizens across the country came out to protest concerning the high cost of living. Now, earlier on, I spoke with legal expert Yusuf and I asked him his thought on this ongoing protest and on the announcement made by the NBA offering free legal services for protesters whose fundamental rights may be breached.
Before answering your question, I would like to ask this rhetorical question. Whether indeed the mood of the nation as it is today is amenable or sustainable to any protest, giving into consideration our security, our economic instability, our political issues. I wouldn't want to be dragged into this legalistic conversation. I am more in tandem with the survival of the country, the survival of the nation as it were. Whether indeed, I agree, we need to have protests, which is an inseparable, integral part of democratic norms. Nobody doubts about this. But you see, there are times and there is time for everything in any given society. Like I said at the beginning, protest is a catalyst for progress. But does protest develop a country alone? No. It has to be supported by certain deliberate, sustained culture of patience, perseverance, and deliberate effort to bring about development. So I think with what happened yesterday, and then the possibility of other things to happen today, I don't think perverted legalism is the way out there. We should be thinking of a country first and where we are. Whether indeed protest as is organized with a faceless content, without context, and without proper background that can provide responsibility, are we in the right place?
Okay, lastly, before I let you go now, before the commencement of the protest, several courts in different states had restricted the protesters to confined demonstration, but the protesters acted against the order. Now, what do you make of this?
Even against court orders, and like I said, I've discussed this with a lot of my colleagues, however bad court order is, you are forced by the power of law to abide and to respect that court order until it is vacated by a competent court. One, our elders that have experienced a lot of these things come out to discuss these issues. But the problem, like I said, is this. There are no leaders that come out as we had in 2000 and I cannot remember very well, but when the President Buhari, Bakari, and the rest of them were part of the protest, we had leaders. They had a press conference. They were not just leaders, they were seen, and they were ready to take responsibility for anything that could have happened. So with that, at least, you will have a partner to discuss with. But in this situation, nobody is willing to come out and admit and agree that indeed I'm the sponsor, or I am the organizer, or we are the organizers of this protest. There lies the dangerous pattern that we should avoid.